Good morning. Today it's going to work like this. We're all going to go and we're going to make sure that the rifles are zeroed in and everybody is comfortable with the rifles that they'll be shooting with. We shoot with very small calibers. We shoot with 22250s, .243, 300 Win mags. So it's long shots, small calibers. That means that you need to know that one shot, one kill. And if there's a mishap in the field, like an animal is hurt, then everybody stops the hunt right there and we'll go and make sure that that animal is taken care of. So enjoy this day hunting with us in the Karoo, South Africa. So in South Africa we have two types of jackal. We have the common jackal and then we have the boerewors jackal, and I don't really know what it's called in English, but these guys are quite a nuisance for farmers that have small game and also that have sheep. So there are so many of them. Sometimes they would shoot them to get rid of some of them because they would just take out of your livestock. They make a very nice rug. So that's what's happening here. It's being hung and it'll be put through salt and it'll be kneaded and then be used.
Laat ek 'n kussing gebring het hy. Of sit jy hoog genoeg?
Hierdie silencers nie.
Alright, so we have now decided that everybody's happy with their shots. We're going to go into the field and we're going to go look for Springbok. So let's go.
Ons los alle, ons staan nie op en gaan na die kwesbok toe nie. Al is dit 'n kudu of wat ook al, los hom net so, jy weet. Ons sal hom kry of uitsort. Want as jy loop en loop jy aan 'n ander se skietfak en dit so. Maar soos ons daai sal ons praat en soos ek sê, party kampe is maar rof, party kampe is baie nice, jy weet. So ons sal hulle piek soos ons gaan, okay?
100 thanks Radis.
Al die gunne. Agter die blad, in die longe. As die hele jag is gefak. Dis twee ooitjies daai.
Ja.
Ry maar.
Wat's dit?
Te geval.
Wat 'n bok het jy geskiet?
Links.
Die rammetjie links.
Wat staan daar?
Oh nee, dan kry ek binne.
Sorry, nog 'n ooi voor.
Somber.
Hy laaste een.
Rolle is 'n ram met my.
Hy in heel regs van die pad.
En by die pad.
Ja.
Nee, lyk my nou ooitjie nog.
Ja, dit lyk of my soos ooit.
Agter.
Ja, hy is jare.
Ook ooi.
Yes. RC. Kyk of jy ram hier sien.
Dis al voor ons. Ek weet nie wat dit is. 428. Ja, hele linkerkant is 'n mooi ram, ja. Daai eerste twee is mooi ram, maar hy lyk mens almal ramme aan. Nee. Daai twee op die linkerkant is ramme, maar was tog wel ver net. Wil jy try?
Ja.
Okay.
Sal draai. Nee. Mis.
Hy een is mooi eerste een, hè. Dit is die eerste twee. Ja, laaste een was. Jammer hulle
Hier voor ons op.
Okay, I just had a shot and I got the buck. Let's go see it. Okay, so this is a Springbok. It's a small little female antelope. We're trying to not shoot the females right now, but we had a nice shot on her. We thank her for her life, and this will go for good use.
Nee, nou, hy eerste skoot is te ver. Dit is van moeilik, maar ons gaan sulke skote sal jy nog kry. As hy partner, well done. Eerste een van baie.
Thank you, thank you.
So, foto's is 'n foto.
Ja, ek weet, maak of jy ook 'n mooi foto weer. Dis jou eerste rap.
Draai hom so 'n bietjie.
Well done, man, well done. Alright, so something that's really interesting about the Springbok is this hair on the back of the hind quarter that stands up. And so what that really is when they are in the field and they're chasing each other and they're wanting to know where their partners are, these hair would come up, and it also has a distinct smell. And for a human, it smells like popcorn. And you will see that when the animal dies, just before it dies actually, the hair comes up as well, and that's how you know that the animal is busy dying. Also the same with some other antelope in South Africa. This is our national antelope, and a really beautiful specimen. This is a male Springbok, and this is basically as big as they get, and this is it. That's the Springbok. So the tradition when you shoot the first male antelope or Springbok is that you have to have a little bit of the blood on the skin. That's just a tradition. This is the farm owner, Radis, and he's going to do the honors.
As hy
There we
Yes,
go.
dit is behoorlik gevat, né?
Oi. Well done, well done. Good job.
Dankie manne. Dis dan nou water.
Hulle kan nie skiet of iets is te veel, net om 'n paar terug te hou, soos hulle moet.
Okay, dis omtrent so 100 jaar oud en is 11 kilometer.
Ja, 11 kilometer.
Guys, something really interesting. The farm owner just told us this rock formation that you see here, it's almost 100 years old, and what this was for is as the Springbok was migrating through the lands where we are now, like the big migration in the Serengeti, people back then built these walls with their hands, and this specific one is about 11 kilometers long, and what that was used for is to just try and get the buck to stay behind a little bit, because before they had their fences, they were trying to keep some of these migrating buck behind so that they can eat off that. So this has been here for more than 100 years, built with a hand, 11 kilometers. Wow, that's really spectacular. I think it's about 2 p.m. We have 2 animals, and we're gonna make a little braai and just hang out for a little bit, and then we'll keep hunting. So there's a lot of things that's a tradition for a lot of people on hunting trips. Mainly we have a cold beer after a day of hunting, so that will mean that we are not going back into the field today, because now we're having a cold one. But we also have somebody that's gonna sing us a traditional African song.
Hek my ga ella in os otwane. Hek my ga ella in os otwane. Kamalaka hayen kos kutwane. Kamalaka hayen kos kutwane. Hek my ga ella hayen kos kutwane.
Yay! Yay! Salute!
Hier is jou ander plek.
Oh my word!
Wat 'n klippies.
Wat is dit?
Jy klink perfect. Go stop.
So after our first hunting session, we haven't been that successful. We got 2 animals, and the farm owner is not that happy because of the drought situation, and we have to shoot plenty more animals. So we decided that we're going to do this tomorrow. We just hope that these young men keep their horns inside their pants. Otherwise, we're only going to shoot female kudu. So, especially Bernard, he's got a dome and he's got a big horn. So, what we want him to do is to keep the horn inside, so that the male kudu actually come and see him as a challenge, and they start fencing with their 2 horns and his 1 horn. But he has a little bit of an advantage because he's got a bumper. What Riders also said he will do is he'll give him a Weber dome tonight so that he can iron his clothes in the form of a dome so that it sits better on him.
Funny.
So all these fun and games are part of the hunt. I mean, we're not all that serious now, so we're just having a good time.
Away.
Away.
Salute. Salute.
Good day.
Okay, well that's what's left of the fire. So now we're gonna go look for some more animals and see where they are hanging out, but no more hunting for the day.
Jy het te vinnig iets.
Yes, come on.
Kyk hoe kom hy net.
Dis hy laat loop, hè.
Kyk hoe hy styg so vinnig hier. Voel jy? Man in the moon. Can you believe it after it comes out?
Het is mooi groot, hè.
Wow. Wil jy gou kyk vir 'n foto hierdie kant?
Jy kan neem, ek moet neem net gou hierdie maan af. Sorry man.
Hy het met die maan gepla.
Maanhare. Alright guys, it's time for the cooking part in the Catch Cook show. You guys came with us all the way to Graafrenet and we had the most amazing hunt. Well, we got some Springbok and we got some kudu. Today I'm going to make you some Springbok wors that we had made in Graafrenet. We also have some wild boar and ostrich. Now you didn't see us shoot the wild boar or the ostrich, but it's just part of the spread. Those of you that follow me on the paperboat project know I live on a sailboat. I'm currently in South Africa. I'm visiting friends and family, and today we're having a real South African braai. Alright you guys, this is my brother and he is, according to me, the best braai in the world. Dwen Hein, what do we have today?
Okay, so it's just a quick, easy Sunday afternoon lunch. We're going to do it on gas instead of on the braai as we usually do it. This is Springbok sausage. Inside you'll see the pieces of fat. That's brisket from sheep and wild boar. We've got some patties over here. That's ostrich. And we also have some wild boar chops that we're going to put on the gas braai today.
Alright, so we always tell you guys how to braai and how we make this stuff, but a South African braai is really easy, right? So, Dwen Hein, if you have any good tips for guys braaiing Springbok or kudu, what is a good tip?
Let me do it for you. So tips when it comes to especially game meat or venison, they go dry very quickly, especially the ostrich, the boar as well as the Springbok. That's why we mix it with brisket. The brisket gives it a bit of a fat and also some flavor to it. So what you want to do when it comes to game meat or venison is braai on high heat, braai it quickly and don't dry it out. Okay, so with regards to the spices and how we prepare the meat, the boar is plain and simple. It's just lemon juice and salt because we like the flavor of it and the taste of the boar itself. As well as with the ostrich, we're just going to use some salt in that and some olive oil and lemon. And within the sausage itself, the Springbok, there's coriander in there, there's brisket in there, and seasoning and spices. So we don't actually add anything to that. We just put it on some high heat, high flames, quick braai, and we chop.
I'd like you guys to note the blowbuller. That's actually a very good ingredient for a braai. You braai your meat much better with a blowbuller tongue than a VP tongue. So for those of you watching from abroad, a braai say braai, you've got to roll the R. It's a braai. So my American friends, my Australian friends, people that follow me on the Paperboat Project always say, Stefan, I want to do a braai. And I'm like, well, you can't really do a braai. It has to be a braai. So in South Africa, we call it barbecue a braai, and that's what we do. It's really our pastime. Every Saturday, Sunday, and mainly during the week as well, we will just make a nice fire and have a braai. And it doesn't need to be side dishes. Usually, when you just want to put something on like we do today, just eat from the braai, and it's a nice festivity, and people are around the fire and having fun listening to music. So welcome to South Africa. If this is your first braai, I hope that you're having fun with us. So just to add to the braai, we're actually going to braai some tuna steaks too. Where you guys saw me catch the tunas and I showed you how to make the tuna steaks. We did some sashimi, and today we just have it in lemon juice and olive oil, and that's going to go on the braai as well. You can do whatever you want on the braai. Okay, the proof's in the eating. Got some lekker wors. Look how juicy that is. You don't get this on the boat or in America or any place I've sailed. This is beautiful. Proef is nog.